photos you take could be the difference between selling your car and it sitting on your driveway and rotting. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is James and I'm an automotive photographer in the southwest of England. This is actually the third time I've tried recording this video. The first two did not go well. Today we are going through some tips and tricks to help you take photos that stand out when you are trying to sell your car. Most cars are sold online nowadays. Very few are sold face to face or because they've seen a sign in the window at the side of the road. So most people will only ever see a little thumbnail and one photo of your car. So with that one photo, you need to try and make your car stand out so that they click on it and hopefully come and see it and then drive away with your car. First tip might sound obvious, but it is very simple. Clean your car. There are a lot of cars for sale on Auto Trader, Gumtree, Marketplace, whatever it is you use. There are a lot of cars that have not been cleaned and they look utterly horrendous. It's a nice simple thing. It might take half hour, depending how much it needs cleaning, how much effort you're putting into it, but it will make a massive difference. A dirty car doesn't look cared for. It doesn't look like it's been maintained. It will just not appeal and it gives off bad vibes to the buyer. A clean one stands out. There's a reason dealerships will do it before they advertise a car. So, number one, clean your damn car. So point number two is all about the location. The location is almost as important as the car itself. What you don't want is a busy car park with lots of distractions, or a trading estate, or a McDonald's car park in the middle of the day at the weekend. You want somewhere nice, open, quiet. You don't want some landmark in the background if you're in a big city or somewhere. My favourite places to go to are a sort of rural car park in the countryside, at a beauty spot. If you go early in the morning, which again we will cover later, it will be nice and early, nice and empty, nice and clear. You don't want any distractions. Trading estate, if you don't have a rural car park, a trading estate is equally good, but go on a Sunday or after hours, so again it's quiet and there's no distractions. If you're doing that, you want to find an angle where you're not getting too many like brightly coloured signs and stuff in the background. Same with retail car parks. So yeah, number two is location. Nice, open, clear. Make the car the hero of the shot, as it should be. It is the car you are selling. Number three is weather and light. I've grouped these together because they do go hand in hand for this, because unless you're a pro, in which case you're probably not watching this video, so you won't have a studio, you will be shooting outside. This applies to most photography. If you have learnt the basics, you will know, or you will have seen lots of videos and lots of tips about golden hour. Use it, especially for car photography. Harsh midday sunlight, it doesn't look appealing. It doesn't flatter the car, whatever car you've got. You want, ideally not raining, because although rain can be great for moody Instagram shots, it's not great for selling cars. You want it dry. Sometimes obviously that isn't possible if you are photographing somebody else's car because you're doing it for a job. Obviously that might not be possible. You are doing it when the client is available. Sometimes it's raining. In that case, try and find somewhere covered as best you can. Just do what you can. Sometimes it can't be avoided, but try and avoid rain as much as you can. Try and avoid harsh sunlight. If you must do it in the middle of the day, do it on an overcast day, or somewhere where you can put the car in shade, like a trading estate on a Sunday, or a wooded car park, so it's under the shadow of the trees. Personally, I prefer doing it at golden hour. It just makes the car look great. So yeah, dry, golden hour, or overcast, or in the shade is where you want to be shooting the car. So now we've got the setup out of the way, we'll go on to the actual shooting, starting with the exterior shots. So there are 8 key ones. Front quarter on either side, direct on the sides, rear quarters on either side, directly on the rear. The first batch I would do at mid-height, so depending on the car, I would either do wing mirror height or headlight height. So there's not going to be much variation between the two, but try both, see which one works best. I personally then go and do the same angles from up high above the car and below, so close to the floor, just to try and get everything. Exterior angles are obviously what's going to be the hero shot, the thumbnail in the advert that draws the people in. These are the shots that make it shine. You will also want to turn the wheel slightly so that the face of the wheel is facing the camera. It means getting in and out of the car and turning the wheels, but that's fine. The devil is in the details, and it does make a world of difference. The exterior 8 shots, at least as a bare minimum, is those 8. I would personally do 24. Getting into the nitty gritty now, and we are moving to the interior of the car. Now, as much as the exterior photos are what draws people in to actually look at the advert, the interior is, remember, where the new owner will be spending most of their time. They want to see that it has been well looked after. They want to see it in good condition. They want to see it clean. They want to see all the features. So you want to be photographing absolutely everything you can. All the seats, front and rear, steering wheel, dashboard, the odometer showing the mileage as proof of what you are claiming, buttons, stereo, switches, dials, any special features that the car may have on the inside. For example, just off the top of my head, if it's a limited edition, it might have a little plaque saying that it's a limited edition or one of however many. Capture all those things. You will also want to get signs of any wear and tear. You can't see it in here, but this car is showing a lot of wear and tear. So if I was selling this, I would take photos of the steering wheel showing how rough it is, building that honesty and that trust so that the buyer knows if there is an issue, you are showing it and you are pricing it accordingly. Interior, capture everything. Speakers, any modifications, the vents, aircon. If it's got a screen, because it's a more modern car, try and take photos of each of the different screens, but the physical screens as well as the displays on the screens. Number 5 is the interior shots. Point number 6 is the mechanical shots. Going back to my previous point, in terms of building trust so that the buyer believes what you are telling them and has trust in the car. This is where you prove that the car works. In today's day and age, with cost of living as it is, the cost of cars as they are, people don't want to risk buying a car that they think will break down within a week or even a few days or wherever it may be. So mechanical proof. First, the most obvious one is the engine. Pop the bonnet or the hood, photograph that engine bay, take photos from different angles, any new parts, any modified parts, recently changed parts, any additions, different angles, photograph it all in the engine bay. You can then move around, shut the bonnet, come back round, photograph suspension if you can. That won't always be possible. Brakes, exhausts. If you can jack the car up, ideal, get shots of the underbody from that angle. If you can't, you're just going to have to set your camera, whether a proper camera or phone or whatever it is, to the widest lens, get on the floor and start photographing the bottom of the car. Again, show any issues with the car. Build that trust, make the buyer trust you, trust the car, and be more willing to part with their money. So, number 6 is the mechanical shots. Number 7, and this links back to lots of the previous few points, is take shots of all the little details. This is the things that make the car special, the things that make the car stand out, the things that make the car what it is. It is also the nicks, the bumps, the dents, the scrapes, the scratches. Photograph all of it. You know, these are the hero shots. If you're on Instagram and you've got, a lot of people will show close-ups of interior shots. They fall under this category as well. The details can elevate it. So while the exterior and the interior are the main shots that every car advert should have, the detail shots are what can elevate it to that next level and really make it stand out. You know, if you look in car magazines or car adverts from manufacturers, they will always have close-up shots of these special little details to help sell the car. Do the same thing. There's a reason that they do it. So point number 8 is the documentation. So this is backing up the mechanical photos that we were taking earlier. This will be your V5, your registration documents, the VIN, the odometer again, obviously not again if you've already photographed it, but that falls under here as well. Service history, invoices and receipts of any work recently done, MOT certificates, anything at all that backs up and provides the history. We all know, we've all bought cars, I assume, or at least most of us have, that will be watching this channel. Cars with a full service history are more appealing, so prove it. Don't just say it's got full service history, prove it. That will go a long way to making a buyer more willing to part with their cash. For the same reasons I mentioned under the mechanical, it builds that trust, it makes them trust the car and that it won't break down way more before they buy it and before they even turn up to look at it. Number 9 is taking videos of the car. Now, the most obvious one is to do a slow walk around of the car, reasonably close so you can see all the panels very clearly. You don't want to be standing miles away and doing like a drone shot, cinematic view around the car. We are documenting to sell the car. We are not taking cinematic videos. Slow walk around. Phone is fine, more than fine for all of this that I'm talking about while we're on the subject. Keep the camera steady. Slowly circle the car from no more than a meter or two, depending on the lens you've got, just to show everything. I would do it with the car running, which actually means, slightly out of order, the first video I would do, and I do this every time, I don't know why I didn't mention it first, is do a cold startup. Now, if you've moved locations because of what I said earlier, rather than doing it on a driveway or something like that, it probably won't be cold. I do the photos before I do the videos, so that if we have moved, the engine has had a chance to cool down at least a little bit. But start up, running for a few seconds, and then circle the car with a walk around video. One that's not necessary, but more and more people are doing it, is a video of the interior as well. Certainly with the engine running, show the dash, show the revs stay steady, or don't if they don't. Show that the revs are steady, show any warning lights that are on the dashboard, move around the car, open with the video, open the glove box, open any little hatches that it may have, show yourself operating the stereo or the many screens, whatever it may be. Another one, you don't see it so much, but you can do it, and if it's legal, do it, is take videos of the car driving past or following if you're able to. Again, builds that trust. If they can see the car running and hear that it drives okay as it goes past the camera or as you're following it, depending on how you're doing it, again, builds that trust, makes the car more appealing, makes it sell quicker. So videos are a definite. How many you do depends how much time you have, to be quite frank. So 10th point, we're just going to cover it, is cameras. I use a Sony mirrorless. You can use DSLR, they're much of a muchness, but your phone is fine. Plenty of dealerships nowadays, it's another matter entirely, photograph their cars on phones because they're fine. They're not super fancy, they're not super expensive, pretty much, well they are, but pretty much everyone has one. Use a CPL filter, I covered that in the last video, but it does make a hell of a difference. I've got one for my camera, they start at 20 odd quid. From Earth, I'll put the link in the description below again. But I've also ordered a 20 quid one for my phone, because sometimes that's all you've got on you. Or if your phone or camera dies, as happened last time I tried recording this video, if your camera dies, you've still got your phone and you've still got a CPL filter. It makes a big difference to the quality of the photos, but your phone is fine. You don't need anything that costs a couple of grand or anything like that. I will do a video coming up about taking car photos with your phone, getting the most out of your phone. It will mainly be general tips that you can use whether you're an Android or iPhone. Now to cover a few things to avoid. First one is don't over edit your photos. We are documenting, we are not making some grand cinematic video. We are documenting the car. We want it to be honest, we want it to reflect the car as it is. We want the colors to be true. The most I would edit is color correction, not changing the colors at all. You don't want to waste a seller's time because they've come all this way and the car's a completely different color to how it looks in the advert. The most I would do is remove distractions if you missed one when you were taking the shots in the background or something like that. Otherwise, just get the exposure correct the color, and that's about it. We are simply documenting the car so other people can see what it's like, so they can decide whether or not they want to buy that car, not one that you've pretty much just created on your computer. Another one to avoid is your own reflection. Sometimes this can't be helped, depends how bright it is, the lighting, etc. But you can most of the time is avoid capturing your own reflection in the paint or the windows or the lights or whatever. So just be wary of that as you're going around as well. Ultra wide lenses are another issue. Great if you're trying to do cinematic videos or photos and you're doing a special photo shoot, but that's not what we're doing here. Wide angle lenses, if you are doing a photo shoot, can emphasize parts of the car, make a wheel stand out or the badge or something like that. That's not what we want here. We want the proportions correct because, again, we are documenting the car. Horizons are another bugbear. Avoid wonky horizons, just don't do it. It looks awful, it looks amateur, it looks terrible, it's distracting, and you don't want people distracted from the car because you've not had your phone or camera straight. There are levelers built into cameras and on the screens and on your phones. There's no excuse for it. Keep the horizon level. So, sum up, while good photography won't magically sell a crap car, it can elevate a car to another level. It can make all the difference. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it can be the difference between somebody just scrolling past because that's all they see. If they're looking for cars, they're seeing dozens or even hundreds or thousands of adverts. And a good quality photo can make yours be the one they stop on, click into, and arrange a viewing. So, just to finish up, if you found these tips useful, please like and subscribe to the channel. I very much appreciate it. I do have a few upcoming videos. One on using your phone to take photos of cars. Another one is something a bit special, something a bit different. I don't think I've given away any hints on it so far, but please stay tuned for that. Plenty of content coming up over the next few months. Motorsport stuff as well as car shows, car meets. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.